Hey everyone, for today's kind of throwback review, we'll be looking at the reissue, season one, Beast Wars Tigatron. As you can see, this is the same mold as the Cheeto one, and honestly, I don't know what was their idea. If this was, always gonna be Tigatron or what, or knowing Hasbro and Takara, they just decided, hey, let's make a repaint. I know that for the prototype, he was yellow at one point, and I know even in the toy version for Hasbro, he wasn't even white. He was sort of like this peach color. And I wish I had the original toy with me. Unfortunately, I have it in storage, so I cannot compare it. But you can look at the pictures online, and I think Takara did release theirs in white color, and it was Hasbro that never released theirs. So I think this is, more for the collectors of the original line as, just as a way for them to own this figure. But as you can tell, most of the design went into covering all the beast panels on the figure. So really good integration of hiding the weapons too. As for transformation, what you can do is just, rotate the hips 180 degrees, I think. Haven't kept up with my math. And the legs too. So turn it at the knees. Pull up his feet. Do the same for the other leg. Now pull down his skirt. Pull down his robot legs. Beast legs. There you go. Then you pull out his arms. Turn his beast head and tab it in place, which is kind of hard. I never knew where to tab it in place. I think as long as this closes in, but sometimes even that, I don't think it taps in place. So yeah, that was one of the dilemmas too, is the toy. I don't think it clicks in place either. So as long as just, it looks like this, which I don't know if it's supposed to tap. I don't hear it click. And I'm putting a lot of pressure on it, so let me know if I'm doing it wrong or yeah, I think it's as far back as it's gonna go. Let me see if it clicks. No, guess as far back it's gonna go. But on the face, it sort of reminds me like a G1, just a face sculpt. So I don't know if when they designed the toy, if he was gonna be like a G1 character, but very generic. It does have the G1 like face mold that the figures used to have. So I know that there's theories that maybe it was supposed to be like Bumblebee, Inferno. So and for a deluxe figure, most of the joints are on a ball joint, and luckily some of them do hold up, especially like the hip joints on Cheetor and Tigatron. I think they really executed well. Like I even have the original figures, and it's hard to find a figure where it has some loose hips on there. So I don't know how Hasbro cannot integrate that design in the new toys. But pretty much it's, single knee articulation, ball joint at the hips, shoulder, single elbow articulation. And for the weapons, you know, just flip it over. This becomes one of his guns. And then his other weapon. Something that was really common too with the Beast Wars figures at the time is they had like this water shooting feature. So just press this down, apply pressure, and put it inside like a cup of water, and it will soak up the water, and then you will push the water out. So it's I think it's kind of like a nice throwback that Hasbro still included the plastic and everything to do that. But also too, one of the things too that Beast Wars the toy designers tried to execute was the mutant head. So here it is. You just flip the head over, and either for some of the toys they didn't make it into the show, but what they did, either they liked the mutant head and kept it. I think one of the ones famous ones that did keep its mutant head was Waspinator. So it's a nice little feature that also Hasbro and Takara, what they did is, knowing them, they decided, hey, if we can make another figure just on the mutant head, let's do it. And that's what we saw with the Amazon exclusive Tigatron. The white one just is has a sculpting similar to the toy show, while the Amazon exclusive has one sculpted to the mutant mask based on the toy. And just for size comparison, this is how he looks next to the Kingdom version of Tigatron. And as I mentioned too, the toys, the Tigatron toy doesn't have the mutant head sculpted versus how it is in the Amazon exclusive one. So yeah, typical Takara and Hasbro. Not surprised. So they did upgrade the gun too. And honestly, they still look great together. As a toy, it's still a fun toy to play with and everything. Or if you missed out on getting the original, um, I know sometimes some Walmarts have been clearing this figure out. So I wasn't able to get it when it was first released. None of my Walmarts had it. So I was lucky enough to buy a collection on eBay for a nice price. So I said, hey, let me do a review on it. So just looking at the figure, turning it around. So let me know if you have any questions in the comment section, and thank you for watching.